if you're feeling like the whole world is crashing and burning, like too many robots are blocking you from speaking to a live agent, or that the price of eggs are just too damn high. You are not crazy. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are awakening. But awakening is not a checklist. It is not a 10-step to-do list or a viral trend. It is the disintegration of everything false and the remembrance of everything eternal. Spoiler alert, it's not usually fun. You basically die to all the outdated versions of you. You know, the parts of you that still believes in the Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy. To the realization of all, including you, that is ever-present, everlasting, and infinite. I mean, it sounds enlightening, but it's definitely not a day at the spa. There ain't no cucumbers covering your eyes with this experience. In fact, your eyes are open, wide open, and they usually hurt from all the artificial light beaming in your face. Spiritual awakening isn't something you chase. It's something that happens to you when your soul is ready. Let's name 10 real signs of awakening, the ones that most won't talk about. They're not glamorous, but they're real. 1. Ego death. The first real sign of awakening is collapse. Collapse of your identity. Collapse of your comfort. Collapse of illusions you didn't even know you were living inside. That collapse, that's the death of ego. You might feel like you're losing your mind, like nothing makes sense anymore. You start questioning the world around you, your sanity, and have difficulty discerning what's real. You can't fake it anymore. You can't go back to sleep. This is called the dark night of the soul. It is sacred, it is brutal, and it is necessary. Because the false self must fall before the true self rises. 2. A sensory shift. The second sign is sensitivity. Do y'all remember the movie Lucy when Scarlett Johansson calls her mom from the hospital bed? She describes her experience going back to childhood in vivid detail, doing her best to navigate her mother's surface talk. Her mom is speechless, and of course there's connection problems. Anyway, go see the movie if you haven't seen it. I bursted out laughing the first time watching it. It resonates just way too close to home. But yeah, it kind of feels like that. You start to feel everything. The energy in a room, the lies in someone's smile, the weight of the world's pain. You can't scroll social media like you used to. Can't watch the news without feeling sick. Loud crowds, empty conversations, they drain you now. This sensitivity isn't weakness. It's your power reactivating. You're not imagining it. You're sensing the invisible. Your soul is remembering how to listen again. 3rd, internal rebellion. You start rejecting everything. Holidays, media, social expectations, politics, hustle culture. It's not rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's your soul saying, this is not mine. You feel it in your gut. Systems are rigged. Your truth doesn't live in the news cycle or in a job title. That quiet rage inside you, it's sacred. It's the fuel you'll use to burn down what was programmed into you. You're not broken. You're deprogramming. What looks like anger is actually clarity with no outlet. What looks like apathy is your spirit refusing to perform. You're not lazy. You're waking up from a dream you didn't consent to. This isn't chaos. It's your soul pulling its energy back from everything misaligned. 4th, separation. People you love may fall away. Friends may mock your growth. Family may call you paranoid, dramatic, different, or even weird. And part of you will wonder, is it me? Yes, it's you. You're changing. But that change is growth. And some people can't walk with you when you start walking in truth. Some relationships were built on your false self. When the mask falls, so do the connections that depended on it. Let them go with grace. Not everyone is meant to go with you. And that's not abandonment. That's ascension. The fifth sign is isolation. You'll spend more time alone, not because you're antisocial, but because solitude becomes sacred. You find yourself walking in nature more, talking to yourself, talking to the Creator, looking at the stars for answers. This is not depression, this is recalibration. You are unplugging from the artificial matrix of the world and reconnecting with your original signal, your soul's frequency, and that download requires silence. This stage is like soul quarantine. It separates you to protect you so you can hear yourself again. Yes, it could seem lonely, but isolation is where seers sharpen their vision. 6. Surges in synchronicity. Now you're noticing repeating numbers everywhere. 1111, 222, 333. Animals cross your path at just the right moment, and they even seem to offer guidance or carry messages just for you. Songs come on with lyrics meant only for you. You're thinking about someone and the phone rings. You know exactly who's calling. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. Reality is talking to you now because you're vibrating higher. The veil is thinning, and everything hidden is trying to reveal itself to you. You're not making it up. The matrix is bending to meet your frequency. Signs aren't signs until you're ready to see. Now they won't stop showing up because you stopped hiding. This is alignment in motion. Not proof that you're chosen, proof that you finally chose yourself. The universe isn't random, it's rhythmic. And now, so are you. 7. Obsession with truth. You start questioning everything. Religion, school, medicine, history, culture, even your own family's beliefs. You start chasing answers with a hunger that scares people. It's not a phase. It's your soul rejecting distortion. It's the matrix crumbling in real time. You weren't meant to obey. You are here to remember. You start pulling threads, and suddenly entire systems unravel in your hands. You're not trying to be difficult. You're trying to be free. The more you uncover, the more you realize how much was never yours to begin with. You're not losing your mind. You're reclaiming it from everything that was fed to you in the name of safety. 8. Energetic interference. You feel like you're being watched, because you are. That park that you go to when it's freezing and usually empty, all of a sudden has random people showing up with a dog, a hat, and sunglasses on. Brother, it's cloudy as fuck outside. And I know the doubters and the paranoia police are going to be all over this one, but sure, have fun with that. It's some wild stuff going on out here. All you have to do is look. You feel like everything's testing you, because it is. Awakened souls aren't left alone. They're studied, mirrored, opposed. Not because you're weak, but because you're powerful. This world fears seers, but you didn't come here to be liked. You came here to ignite. As you rise, distortion tries to follow. People may suddenly direct unwanted attention toward you or attack you online. Random tech issues may glitch your message. Old addictions may resurface. And you're here to ascend above all of it. The 9th sign is inner knowing. You stop needing external proof. You start trusting your gut, even when it makes no logical sense. You just know something's off. You know who to avoid. You know when something sacred is happening, even if you can't explain it. This knowing is not arrogance. It's ancient memory. You're not guessing, you're listening. To whispers that were once drowned out by noise, to signals your soul buried lifetimes ago. There's no debate, only recognition. Truth doesn't arrive with fanfare. It lands like a quiet yes in your bones. This knowing doesn't ask permission. It doesn't need validation. It just is. And the more you honor it, the more it sharpens, until silence speaks louder than proof ever could. 10. Surrender. You stop needing to control every outcome. You start letting go. Not because you don't care, but because you finally understand that the soul has a plan deeper than the mind. You stop fighting for things that deplete you. You stop chasing validation. You stop explaining yourself. You move with faith, not blind hope, but deep trust. You may not know where you're going, but you finally know who's guiding you. You begin to feel the difference between force and flow, between urgency and alignment. You no longer panic in the pause. You understand that delay is sometimes divine. This isn't giving up. It's giving in to something wiser. You're not drifting. You're being carried. And the path reveals itself not all at once, but one sacred step at a time. Because control was never the goal. Remembrance was. You were never meant to stay hidden. You were never meant to stay silent. You were never meant to stay asleep. Because you didn't come here to blend in. You came here to break spells, to burn illusions, to embody truth in a world starving for it. So if the road feels lonely, keep walking. If your gifts feel heavy, keep trusting. If the attacks get louder, keep rising. You are awakening, and the world needs you awake. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are becoming fully, boldly, unapologetically awake. Much love, family.